I've noticed a lot of people posting images of themselves on Facebook and stuff like this without being able to see their mouths. I don't know why. I postulated that really it's with our fingers that we do most of our communicating these days, so maybe that's it. Anyway, I'm doing a thing that's a thing that people do on the internet. Good morning, brothers. It's Tuesday, February 24th, 2015. I am wearing a suit today because I have a presentation at work followed by a fancy dinner that I won't have to pay for, which is nice. On the other hand, there's at least one person at that dinner who likes to tell hilarious stories about his racist friend. There's a good They Might Be Giants song that comes to my mind at that moment, but otherwise it's hard not to make much of a scene. I think last time I had to sit close to him, I started getting catty and left early. Kyle, you were talking about, or thought that I was moving towards contemplation. I don't know which video you were responding to on that one, but I generally do like contemplation. I think it's important not to go too far into the contemplative mode. I think there's, like most things, it's important to have a balance between the different sort of aspects of your personality and give them all a healthy amount of expression. But at least not for Lent. That's not my idea. My idea for Lent, I think, is just to commit to these prayers that I've been asked to commit to. So that's what I'm doing. I feel bad because there's a lot of people who do give up meat and such for Lent at my work, and so every time I make something that sort of smells of meat, I feel bad eating that at work. Oh well. In favor of contemplation is the Ferris Bueller quote that I pulled up right here. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. I think that's wisdom, right? For a teenage movie made in the 80s. Okay, so some quick response stuff. The Zoom thing really was unintentional. There's a little slidey guy or triggery kind of guy on the top of my camera that controls zooming in and out, and I was just sort of squeezing a little harder than I realized I was, and so it was just gently off center on that little trigger guy, and so it was slowly zooming in. Luckily I actually had the subject in the frame, because I don't always do that when I'm up and moving around the camera. I've seen all the Archers on Netflix, but not in the other ones. I kind of tailed off in the last season that's on Netflix. Maybe I was trying to do too much at the same time, and sort of it was on the background. Kyle, I have a question for you about Hobby Lobby, because I'd heard a lot of that discussion tied back to the idea of corporate personhood, and the sort of expanding scope of what corporate personhood entails. I know that it's a legal fiction that is sort of necessary for the way our system holds up, but since you've actually read these opinions, I'd like to hear your thoughts on how that all ties in. I like dyed hair. I think it represents a number of things and signals that you're in certain groups of people and not in other groups of people, and I generally affiliate more with the dyed hair groups of people. There's actually a recent, I think it was actually a John Green video about makeup. No, it wasn't recent. There's a discussion somewhere else that linked back to that. I'll put some links in eventually, about how makeup isn't just a falsehood, but it's a self-representative act. Anyway, if anybody has thoughts on how to handle dinners like tonight's, I'd love to hear them. It'll be too late, but I'd love to hear them. Have a good day.